up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's good, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's me. I'm back. I'm L Teddy 27. Y'all know who I am. I ain't got to tell y'all who I am. Y'all know who I am. You watch me. This is what we do. Anyway, and we're back for another review. This is going to be our review for Camp Getaway Season 1, Episode 4. And this is titled Single and Ready to Mingle. Now, so we got another group coming in. This group they are seasoned campers, okay? They have come to camp year after year after year, at least 2 or more years. I think the girl who's kind of in charge of the group, she's been there for like 7 years, but the rest of them have been coming pretty consistently. So you got people who know what to do. They've been there, done that, and they're just here to have a great time. So what that equates to is a great time had by all at the camp. I'm just telling you, a great time had by all. So it's led by this girl named Erin and so forth. And because they are seasoned campers, they've spent a lot of money here at Camp Getaway. David decides that he's going to go the extra mile, and they're going to have extra incentives and extra little things that he has in store for them. So one of the things that he has is he's ordered them a charter bus that's going to bring them up from New York City to the camp, and he's going to have the social coordinators that live in New York come up with them. So you got everybody except for Monica and Sophia, and of course Adam, because I thought he was fired, but he's suspended for the week. So you got Neely, Niles, Randall, Glenn, and Gavin. They're all riding up on the bus with them. All right. On the bus, we find out that Erin is recently single, and looking for some peen. She's looking for some dick, okay? I ain't mad at you. Hello? Always on the look for some as well. Hello, Erin, we can talk about this. I'm always on the look for some as well. So I'm just saying, I might, be in this whole shindig with you. I'm with you. I'm here for you. Anyway, so then Gavin at first kind of seems like he's looking to, fill that position. And I do mean fill. Yes, all puns intended. We'll see how that goes. Sophia is already at the camp. Monica is already there too. So what it seems like is that Sophia is still dating or talking to Adam, whatever they have going on. And that is still a thing. So we'll see how far that gets. I'm gonna talk about that in just a few shakes. Give me a few minutes. We'll tackle that whole thing. So when they get there, it's the typical Friday night. Friday night, you have happy hour, and then they have like this big party. But in addition to happy hour and the party, they're gonna have this private, exclusive little shindig get together party in David's backyard, which is exclusive. Like David said, he doesn't let anybody in his backyard. That's his sanctuary. But because this group has, is special to him, he wants to keep their business. He gives them this private group little party in between happy hour and the party that happens later for all of the campers. So anyway, Gavin is real flirty. So we're getting more of Gavin this week. Last week we didn't get a whole lot of Gavin. This week we're getting more of Gavin. Gavin, I see some grays up there on Gavin. So it gives me that Gavin is a man of some age. I'm believing probably mid to late 30s. I'm saying somewhere in there, maybe even early 40s. I give him somewhere between 35 and 45, somewhere in that age range. I could be wrong, but I would say he's probably somewhere there. Anyway, but we're getting more of his personality. He is flirty. Oh God, even saying that, I thought about what was that song from the first Bad Boys soundtrack? Oh, mercy, it's party, sexy. Follow me. I want to say flirty. I forgot who sang it, but it was called Shy Guy. That's what it was called. I don't want no fly guy. I just want a shy guy. That's what it was called, Shy Guy. I think it was Diana King. I don't remember who sang it. but it was called Fly Guy. And when I said flirty, flirty, I thought about that song. Y'all don't listen. Don't bother me, okay? I be having these songs in my head. Whatever. Anyway. So David calls the girls social coordinators over to his house to kind of make sure everything was set up first. And then the guys came over after everything was set up and brought everybody over. And they had a good time. Like, I could see David and Claire really appreciate and they want to do right by these people. So I feel like this weekend, there were a lot of extras there. And it just seemed a lot. Every weekend there does look like it's a great time. But this weekend, it seemed like because these people have been coming so often, they kind of know how camp goes. So they wanted to do a few extra things to show them, okay, we can still do more things. And that's kind of what you have to do when you have a business like this. When you have people who come off, you can't just keep giving them the same thing. You got to keep saying, okay, let me change it this way, or let me show you this new twist, or let me show you this new look on things. So I like that Claire and David do that. They have that attention to detail like that, which keeps, your customers happy. Child Randall is still in her head about the whole Adam situation. She's still kind of upset, y'all, that Adam ended up going for Sophia and not her. And she's still upset because there are cobwebs growing on her couch, okay? Cobwebs growing on the couch because she ain't getting her none and she ain't got no man beating her box in. Child. Meanwhile, Gavin is hitting on every female there, as long as they descended from the Caucasus Mountains. Let me say that again. Gavin is hitting on every female there, child, just as long as they're descended from the Caucasus Mountains. Child. I gotta do the side eye over the glasses. Anyway, Saturday came. So y'all know Saturday is the big day. Saturday has the most events. Saturday has the most going on. You have all of the events all day. So anyway, we find out that David has been in his feelings since he suspended Adam. And the part about Adam saying, well, David doesn't pay my checks bothered him. So, and I don't know if they don't get paid. I don't know if this is voluntary. I don't know anything. But I know David went out of his way this week to, say thank you to the counselors. To the social coordinators and thank them for what they do or whatever. I wonder, I don't know if they get paid. Maybe they get a little stipend or something. I don't know, because I know when the show first aired, episode 1, they did talk about there is an actual staff, full-time staff, and those people, are on the payroll. So I don't know if the social coordinators kind of don't get paid or whether or not it's just, you are getting you getting free room and board, you getting food, liquor, and partying for free. So I can kind of see that, but I don't know. Maybe he gets them, because it's a kind of way to go to camp for free. That would be $500 a weekend. But I don't know. Maybe they get a little stipend or something like that. I'm not sure. I would love to know. So those people that like Dr. Monica and everybody, let me know in the comments section whether or not y'all are getting paid or not. Or can y'all tell me? Even if they ain't getting paid by David, they're probably getting paid from Bravo at this point for being on the show. I'm just saying. Anyway, I saw Monica and Neely talking. So let's break down this Monica and Neely talk. Because Monica talks to Neely because she felt some kind of way about the conversation they had last week. And she wanted to, and that was the conversation about Neely being a pageant girl and her saying that, she didn't care if she won or not. She was just in it just to be in it, and it kind of got heated. So Monica wanted to talk to her and, kind of ease the tension, break the air, and just, sort out things and let things go where they may. So they were having a conversation. Meanwhile, in the middle of this conversation, Niles comes over there, and Monica does what anybody would do. If you're having a private one-on-one conversation with someone that that is kind of serious and you don't want anybody in to talk about, you kind of say, hey, no problem. Can you give us a moment? Me and her are having a real conversation, real serious conversation over here. So can you give us a moment? You know what you do? Oh, my bad. No problem. I ain't know. and you going on and move on with life. It's not a big deal. So that conversation kind of went nowhere between Neely and Monica, um, because of a lot of reasons. But let me just say this. Niles kind of felt like Monica disrespected him, which she didn't. I thought she was totally polite. I thought she was totally courteous. She simply said, listen, let me and Neely finish our conversation. Niles kind of got in his feelings. Neely got in her feelings as well because she didn't like, she says that Monica is always trying to act like a therapist with her. Um, I'm going to say this. The people descended from the Caucasus Mountains have a problem when us black people are better than them a lot of times. But there's nothing that bothers them more. There's nothing that shatters their ego. There's nothing that breaks the white privilege wall for them than finding a black person who's actually more intelligent than them. Trust me, I have dealt with this a lot of times, more times than I care to mention. That scares them, puts more fear in them than us being more athletically gifted, us being able to sing better, us being able to do anything else better. The one thing the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains seem to believe, and I'm not going to say all of them, but a lot of people who don't realize the latent underlying racism sometimes and their white privilege is the one thing they always can hang their hat on is, oh, but we're smarter and we're more intelligent. And when they find someone that is black that's not inferior intellectually, rather superior and more intelligent than them, that bothers them. And so what ends up happening is they nitpick every little thing about that person to make that person seem like they're not a good person or to make them seem like they're a horrible person because they're trying to take your eyes away from the fact that this is an intelligent person, more intelligent than I am. And so because they can't sit there and they can't grapple with and they can't take the fact that there's a black person more intelligent than them, then now they got to try and do anything they can to make that person lesser. Instead of just saying, you know what, this is a great person. This is a phenomenally intelligent person. They're great, so forth and so on. Because I venture to tell you, if Monica was white, this would not be an argument. Not at all. But this is, you know what they want? They want us to be, they always want us to be the Robin. They don't want us to be the Batman. They want us to be Robin. They want us to be able to take orders. They want us to be able to be around, make them smile, make them laugh. They want to be able to use us sometimes even sexually. They want to be able to do all of that as long as they're in control. And where does control in their mind come from? It comes from the brain. And that's true. Control is not physical. Control is all psychological and mental. And once they deem that you're a black person and you are superior to them intellectually, oh, they have a problem. And now they got to do everything in their power to break you down and to make you feel inferior some kind of way. It's a defense mechanism. And a lot of times they don't know that they're doing it. And they'll go, oh, no, it's not that. But I guarantee if you really sat down and you thought about it, and I'm speaking to even those people who may be descended from the Caucasus Mountains that may be watching. If you take a step back and think about it, it does bother you. And you do nitpick and find little things to pick at. So I'm going to say to a Niles and a Neely and all of the other people descended from the Caucasus Mountain that aren't aware of some of the things that they do, you need to take stock in it. It's not right. It's not fair. I'm sure sometimes if I'm talking to Neely, there may be times where you may have friends that may say, why is she always talking about survival stuff and nature? Does she think she's the only one who knows about nature and survival skills? And all you simply thought you were doing is helping them out or telling them something about survival skills or nature because that is what you do. That is a part of who you are. Just like last week when they had the whole thing when they were teaching people how to do the runway. I'm sure Glenn has walked enough runways where Glenn could have easily did the runway, showed them how to walk runway. It might have done a better job than you, frankly, Neely. But what happened was, because that's a part of who you are, having been in pageants, because that's inherently in you and what you do, you took the bulls by the horns and said, oh, well, let me show you how to walk runway, because that's what I do. Monica is a clinical psychologist. That's what she does. So when you're talking about engaging with people or relationship building or figuring out, coming to terms with what people issues are or problems is, well, there may be times where she may, ask those questions that may be more difficult, because that's a part of who she is and what she does. And I don't think that at any point she's ever tried to be, offensive or upset somebody or anything. And I know this rant has gone long, but I think that you all really need to understand, a lot of times there are things that are done that you don't realize because you have never been on the side of being someone Black, African American, or a person of color, knowing what it does and seeing that this person can do this, but if I do this, there's a problem. And I see that when in the relationship or in the dealings of Niles and Monica with Niles and Neely, I'm sorry, with Monica. I'm gonna get off my soapbox, y'all, because I can keep going, but we might touch that a little bit later. Randall, we see Randall, she's trying to get Gavin hooked up with Aaron. Aaron want to get with Gavin. Aaron want to see, how big his junk is. She wants to know if she could take a ride on the pole. So she but then she said, I don't want to do it here at camp because I don't want no mosquitoes and bugs biting me while I'm getting my back blown out. I'd rather do it in the confines of my own house back in New York City. So let's see if you can get a hookup so me and him can hook up back in New York City and he can beat my box in the confines of my apartment or condo down to the New York City. I ain't mad at you, girl. I ain't mad at you. Poison ivy is a real thing out there, honey. Mosquito bites are a real thing, and they are not cute while you trying to get banged. Because I done got banged in the woods, and the mosquitoes are serious. Are serious. Because then you got to fight the urge, okay, are the mosquito bites too much? For me not to take, that we need, all of that stuff. Anyway. So then, we find out when Randall goes over there to talk to Gavin, we find out that Gavin is like really not into Aaron. He likes tall girls. So he's been into this really tall girl all weekend named Elena. Anyway, so the weekend keeps going. A great time was had. They had some great parties. Just like last weekend, there were some great parties happening. I'm more and more wanting to go to Camp Getaway. If nothing else, shouts out to David, because this is a promotional tour and a huge advertisement for Camp Getaway, because anybody who's been watching this wants to go to Camp Getaway. I'm sure I don't know if this summer with coronavirus, but I'm sure when they open back up, they are going to have some great camps. Anyway, one of the things that bothered me was Sophia saying, Randall and the rest of the people just need to get over the fact that Adam chose me. Chose you? Girl, y'all been talking for like a week, 7 days, maybe 2 weeks. And now he done chose you? Girl, y'all like, what, but, girl, you acting like y'all got engaged. Y'all ain't engaged nowhere in America. You act like he done moved you in the house. Girl, he ain't choose you. Girl, he might just be banging your back out and showing you a good time. And probably ain't doing a good job of banging your back out, because it looked like, not Gavin, but it looked like Adam, from what we can see, ain't too coordinated. Child, go ahead, keep thinking that. See, this is how y'all end up getting y'all heart broken, okay? Don't fall in the same trap that Neely did with the trip guy. Listen, Sophia, listen to me. He ain't choose you yet. Y'all just frolicking along. Y'all just going out. Give it a few months, boo. Girl. She over here changing whole social media statuses to taken and stuff. A mess. Just a mess. Anyway, we find out Gavin ends up going over to that chick's, Elena's cabin, Saturday night. And baby, I'm sure Gavin got it in to her. I'm sure Miss Elena put some footprints on that cabin ceiling, honey. I'm sure Elena got her back blown out and her box beat in. Child. Anyway, Sunday came, and as everybody was leaving, Niles decides he's going to have this conversation with Monica. And I forgot to say, during the weekend, Niles kind of talked to Glenn about it. And Niles asked Glenn, about having this conversation with Monica. And Glenn, I think Glenn should have been more upfront with Niles, because Glenn kind of just went along and was like, well, I mean, if you want to, go talk to her, whatever. When really Glenn was thinking, well, you're putting yourself in a situation that doesn't involve you, or you're making a situation out of nothing, which he was. So now goes over there and talks to her. And it's like, he's telling her, oh, well, I just, everybody says they don't like how you talk to you. No. And I'm glad she corrected him. She said, no, tell me how you feel. I want to know about how everybody feel. How do I make you feel? Come on now, Monica. You was right. We right here together. You told him right. No, I want to know how everybody feel. No, don't come up and talk about everybody. What do you feel? And he came over there doing what I said earlier. He can't take the fact that here we have this successful black woman. She's black. She's a woman. She's phenomenally intelligent. She's a gregarious person. She's great. He also, I can already see, doesn't like the fact that she is senior social coordinator. So she does have to tell them certain things to do or guide them along and so forth. And he doesn't want to do that. Over the glasses, side eye. We know this is, there's some misogyny in this. There's some racism in this. There's all of that latent into this. All of that underlying into all of this. You need to take a look in the mirror, Niles. You need to take a look in the mirror, because this show, and don't try and say it's editing and all of that. It's just not putting you in the most positive light. And there's nothing to edit down if you don't give them anything to edit down. Niles, you come off of this episode looking like someone who's a misogynist and a racist. And those are not two good combinations. Because clearly Monica didn't do anything to you. Get your life in order. Team Monica over here. Team Monica. And that was the whole episode. There was really no resolving that conversation with Monica and now he